What's going on, y'all? It's our recording, back with another podcast, here to talk NBA Finals. It's the young Rottweiler, Ethan Hamilton. I'm 007 Gage Sutton, and today we are joined by our good friends of the show, Devin and Jaysen, to talk the NBA Finals. So let's give some claps for them. Thank you guys for joining. Dev, it's been a minute since we had you on. I know, Jaysen, we had you on earlier in the season, but Dev, we got some stuff to talk about. And before we get into, all of the stuff that is going on in the NBA, make sure y'all hit the follow button. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure that y'all are following Dev and Jaysen on their socials. We're going to link them down below. And without any further ado, man, it's time to get into our new NBA champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I don't know about you guys, but I thought this series was going to be a lot of fun from the get-go, and it lived up to the hype. 7 games, both of these teams played their hearts out, and although it wasn't the result I wanted personally, and I have my own biases that we might get into here, I thought it was a great series, man. Great basketball was played through those 7 games, and this is the best basketball in my opinion, even though it's 2 small markets. We are seeing parity at its best right now.
I'll go. I agree with you, Gage. For me, I definitely want to give props to the Indiana Pacers. They took it a lot further than I thought they would have. I thought it would be over in 5. They took it all the way 7. And I hate that we were robbed of. I think we were in store for an all-time great Game 7. But, shout out to the Oklahoma City Thunder on a historic year. For Shea, a historic season. It was a hell of a finals, man. And go Thunder, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. The Pacers, they surprised everybody, including me. I had OKC in an easy 6. That was a hard 7. I mean, it would have been a hard 7 if Halliburton didn't get hurt because he came out frying. But they definitely showed us it was definitely a harder series than I expected. But you can expect that with the number 1 defense versus the number 1 offense. So I understood it, but I still had OKC in a easy 6. But yes, hey, shout out to OKC. They did it with terrible shooting in the playoffs too. So it may not get better for the league coming up.
It definitely won't, man. They've got a lot of first-round picks, and they're so young. They're the youngest team in the league, and they just won the championship. So we might be looking at an OKC dynasty, guys.
Yeah, unfortunately, we might be, but I have to read out a list of apologies that I have for the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm sick. I'm really sick. Because I did pick Oklahoma City in 5, even though in my heart of hearts, I was really, really hoping Indiana would pull it out. And through 3.5 games, I thought they had it. I think that Game 4 is going to be haunting Pacers fans for the rest of time. I really think that Game 4 is going to be haunting them because they had him up against the ropes, up double digits in the 4th quarter at home. I think if they close that game out like how they did, Mathurin hits those free throws, that series is done in 6. And I know Pacers fans don't want to hear it, especially with Halliburton. Like I said, he was on his way to being hoop in Game 7. 9 points in 5-10 minutes already.
Yeah, he was letting the chopper sing in that first quarter for sure.
The crazy thing is, I tweeted all right, if Halliburton's going to shoot the whole game, he's going to have to mix it up eventually and drive. And of course, the bad luck that I am, I jinxed it right then and there. He tore it. I remember watching the TV and I was like, yeah, this had to be me. Bro. But I got to start off with the first apology. Mm-hmm. I got to start off with J-Dub. Yeah. You are a good enough second option. Yeah. By the skin of your teeth, you are. Because I did not believe he had it in him. I didn't. I remember the Dallas series last year, and I was like, this is rough.
Games 3 through 5, he looked crazy.
Yeah. He 40-point game to bail out Shea in Game 5.
He was hooping that night.
Was it Game 5? Yeah,
games 3 through 5, he played like a man on a mission. Games 3 through 5.
Yeah, he did what needed to be done as a number 2 option, and again, apologies to J-Dub. Shea Gilgeous, I didn't think you had that playmaking bag in you. I thought that tunnel vision was going to come in right on time, and it was looking like it in Game 7. But, hey, 12 assists in a Game 7, I can't be mad at that. I cannot be mad at that. Because I thought that would have held back the Thunder, especially if their offense is like, Shea's going to score. He isn't an upper echelon scorer, but can he know like to turn down the blinders sometimes? You know what I'm saying? When his shot isn't going, can he still be aggressive and get the other guys involved? In that game 7, he did. He really did. And yeah, those are my 2 apologies I gotta give. Chet, you not getting one, but the other 2, you got one.
Hey, we gotta give some shouts to that bald man, the X Factor. Alex Caruso played a great series, man. Players like that, they don't get the daps they should because they are role players at the end of the day. All they do is play defense, and for him, he played defense and shoot threes. They don't get daps like that. Alex Caruso was the unsung hero in this series. Like, he played great.
Hey, I'll give also another shout out to one of the amazing whites, TJ McConnell, who he had a great series too, coming off the bench for Indiana. Man,
he was damn near their best player in Game 7. There was like a 9-minute stretch in that third quarter where he was the only one scoring, doing anything.
I think he was double team. Scored points in the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken. Like I think 12 points that he scored were in the third quarter.
Yeah, so, you can't ask for more out of a backup PG at all.
You can't.
He cannot shoot the ball like that, bro. He gets it done not being able to shoot, bro. I feel like every team in the league wants a TJ McConnell, bro.
Yeah, that was ethical hoops that defined it. It didn't matter who was on him.
Oh my
God. That middy's money.
It didn't matter who was on him. He was taken to the rack, to the middle of the court. Like, it was crazy, McConnell. I want to give a shout. I do want to give a shout out to the Pacers because I feel like we would have been in for a classic Game 7. I think the NBA needed this type of finals. I think it put the league on notice in the sense of like the league has got to do a better job marketing these finals. I know not to dive too much into the ratings topic, but I think they did a terrible job with this finals, really building up the storylines like they had. Like halfway through the series, they wanted to put the like AI or like AI logos, trophy logos on the court.
Yeah.
And we saw right through it. Like, we want trophies on the court for the finals going forward. We want player intros going forward for the finals. Like, that should never change. Even the championship hats from OKC were whack. Like, we want traditional champion. We want the bobblehead, like, player t-shirts. I remember when the Lakers won, I ordered mine. I have a Mavs one somewhere here. Like, that should be, like, a guarantee every time a team wins. And I think the league is put on notice for that.
Even when the teams you weren't expecting to be in there, you know what I'm saying? Nobody expected the Pacers to be in there, and they played great. Like, there's nothing you can say about the Pacers other than maybe Miles Turner and Halliburton playing a little bit better. Other than that,
Miles Turner was atrocious. Oh my God.
The Pacers had 7 players average double digits in the series. They did what they were supposed to do. They weren't supposed to win this series, let alone get to a Game 7. So there's nothing you can say about the Pacers about a bad series coming from them. You know what I'm saying? They should be marketed the way they are because they fought to get here. You feel me?
Yeah.
And now they're gonna have to fight even more because, guys, we touched on it. Tyrese Halliburton tears his Achilles in the first quarter, and bro, I audibly gasped and said, like, we knew what happened as soon as he went down. He's slamming the court. No. We see the replay, and it was just obvious.
That was a brutal replay, man. That you could see it like that. That was
bro. It's slow motion. You saw it snap, and like this is when like I don't know, like I'm a little conflicted. Like at least me, Gage, and well, Deb, you watch Mad Hoop, but I was gonna say us three are like sports media, like people. Like, how do you guys feel about them like telegraphing, doing the replays of the injuries or of the players crying? Like, I don't know. I feel the type of way because I'm like, that's his low moment. Like, I don't really feel like they should be recording, but I understand like those people, those camera crew, those creative directors, they have the job to do it. You know what I'm saying?
But I think it's good from a like league standpoint because for me, I just really more than anything had sympathy for Tyrese Halliburton. I see him being emotional. I see him being upset, frustrated with the situation, crying. And the only thing I could ask myself is like, bro, imagine that. You get all the way to Game 7. This is your dream. You're this close to winning a championship, and now you're knocked out in the first quarter after you'd been hooping. It's so heartbreaking. It makes me like respect Halliburton and want to see him come back even stronger from this and see the Pacers come back and make another run. Because
he earned a lot of money for me this series because I was on the Halliburton hate train before the playoffs started. You feel me? But then he keeps hitting game winners. It's like you can't do nothing but respect somebody like that. He got a clutch gene. You can't do nothing but respect players like that. You know what I'm saying? But I will go on the record. I was a Halliburton non-truther. I wouldn't say a hater, but a non-truther. He didn't move me before the playoffs started. You know what I'm saying? But he showed us something this playoff series.
But me personally, on the front of what you said about the cameras zooming in on the players at the most vulnerable state, I say like, just initial maybe moment. I agree with Gage. I like seeing the vulnerability. I like not like seeing them at their worst moment, but like I guess you get a sense of seeing that they care real moments, like real time. You see what they're feeling. But it was a moment at the end of the game. I believe TJ McConnell was walking to the back of the locker room, and his mom was with him, and they had a camera just ride up on him, man. And his mom had to like turn around and tell the camera to shoo away. That part, I'm not too crazy about. I mean, like, I don't know if y'all ever played in a big game, that's mattered, and oh my goodness, for me at least, I cry. The emotions.
You don't want no camera in your face, man.
You don't want no camera in your face. That part, man, I can't. I don't like it. I agree 100%. I'm not with the cameras at that part, but like the injuries, I guess the initial moment, show it. But when you just keep zooming back to a player on the ground just crying his eyes out, okay, I can see why people would have a little issue with it because it's like gets to a point. We get it. He's on the ground. He's hurt, man. Yeah. We don't want to keep seeing that, man. But, I definitely feel for Tyrese Haliburton, man. It's gonna be I'm not going to say it's a long season and coming for the Pacers because they just got back their pick for next year from the Pelicans. So that's huge. I don't know what they knew that we didn't know, but they got their own pick back unprotected. So, hey, they might have a chance at one of the big three next year. But I pray for Haliburton, man. And nobody wants to see that because like y'all said, we were gearing up for an all-time Game 7, man. He came out 3 threes. He's talking nuts. I mean, like Ethan said, he drives to the rim and boom. I mean, he was playing on the calf strain, and I always say the calf strain leads to Achilles. You don't ever want to see that. But, man, like Jaysen said, Haliburton has earned so much respect. This is probably one of the most clutch playoff runs I think I've ever seen. Every single round, he had a moment, man. And it's hard to get moments in this time of the year, but he had moments, man. And it was truly a joy to watch. I didn't have the Pacers making it this far. Hey, but man, shouts out to them, and I hope the best for Tyrese Haliburton. Seriously.
No. Now that we gave a lot of love for the Pacers, I feel like we should focus a little more on this Thunder team, like that they finished the job, right? The best team in the regular season, and now NBA champions quite convincingly. Where does this Thunder team rank as far as past NBA champions go? So me and Gage want to switch off, or just in general, we want to get how you guys feel like where would this Thunder team stack up against the teams that we've witnessed in our lifetime. So we're not going to talk too much for the audience. We're not going to talk too much about the 2000s teams, maybe because the game has changed so much since then, and we didn't really watch those teams to that much depth, right? So we're really going to focus on the 2020 so far and the 2010s. So do you guys think, first question, do you guys think this is a top 5 team that we've seen?
Yes.
You say yes?
Yes. Are we okay? Let me ask this: are we including the regular season, just the whole season as a whole? Are we taking the whole product, or just the finals, like that finals run? Are we talking about the whole season, just this whole product that we watched this year?
I'm saying in the sense of like, if you had to pick a team in 7 games, where would this Thunder team rank against other champions?
I say top 5. Top 5. Definitely.
I don't think I can say top 5.
I say top 5, man.
That's tough.
Are we doing one team per franchise?
Since 2010?
I say no, I'll let you be the criteria.
You guys want to do one team per franchise?
Let's do it.
I think that's fair because like
I was about to say Warriors would be on.
Warriors got 2 teams. Warriors got 2 teams that are better than this.
I think 3 probably, bro. Even the 73 win team without KD probably.
No, we're talking champions. I do think so. Too. But
champions, yeah. Okay.
We're talking champions.
My bad.
And I think this. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just
what 2 would be up there for you? Which 2 are you talking about?
2017 and 2018.
Okay, yeah.
2017 is the best team I've seen in my lifetime.
Just one, because Golden State is clearly number 1.
That 2017 is the best team I've ever seen.
2020.
I think OKC is better.
I think OKC would beat them too, personally.
I don't think y'all realize how bad their shooting was.
I think the only issue is I think AD and Brown would have fried Chet and J-Dub.
That's what I'm saying.
They would have fried them.
You know what I'm saying? I think they did good for what they are. They won 68 games. with their third best player missing. How many games did Chet miss this year? I know it was at least 35.
He missed a good chunk. I think like broke his hip or something. He was out for a minute.
He missed a ton of games. OKC winning a championship the way they did this year is very, very impressive. But I do think there are teams that were better. You know what I'm saying? Considering how young they are, I feel like a lot of these teams that won championships would exploit their
like their weaknesses,
naiveness. Yes.
They would exploit the fact that they're very young. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, who in the Spanish team has championship pedigree other than Pascal Siakam?
No, you're right.
It's basically two brand new teams in the finals. So that means who's better. But you got teams with championship pedigree. You got LeBron James, AD. I feel like that team is better. Obviously, the Warriors.
So we'll do that as a toss-up. We'll do that as a toss-up then.
This is my argument against that real quick because, like, for OKC, the one thing I'll say about them is that they are also a very deep team. That's something that LA did not have. Besides LeBron and AD, who was really hooping on that 2020 team?
Oh, Rondo was hooping.
Oh, that's right. They had Caruso too.
Yeah, I said Rondo.
They had Caruso. They had Rondo. They had Marc Gasol. They had Dwight Howard.
They had KCP.
They had KCP. Like that was a good.
That was when AD. What about Kyle Kuzma? He was a part of that rotation.
That's such a forgettable team, though. Like, bro, that to me, that's forgettable.
That's when AD had a strap.
That was also COVID too. They were the number one team coming into COVID. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to forget it because it was COVID. That team was crazy.
Shit. Okay. So we'll say a toss up. I say for sure the 2017 Warriors. I say for sure the 2013 Heat.
Yep.
I'll say the 2014 Spurs.
I say 2014 Spurs for sure. Mm-hmm. Those are my three for sures. Boston last year is better. Last year is better.
Yes.
I don't know, man.
I think so, but
maybe I'm just biased to Shea because I feel like I'm looking at this. I feel like, I mean, I know you can't like base it off like. I just feel like OKC has the best player, but I know if you look at Boston, they probably have the second. Well,
Boston have the second, third, fourth best player,
and they have better defenders with a better rim protection.
I think we forget how dominant.
You got to think. Instead of Shea seeing Andrew Nembhard, he's seeing Jaylen Brown.
But I feel like Shea can get off against anybody.
He can, but J-Dub can't get off against anybody.
Hey, Jaylen Brown will make it harder than
Nembhard.
Andrew Nembhard.
Okay, cool. Once we done with Jaylen Brown, you know who we go to? Derek White. You know, after we done with Derek White,
okay.
Holiday.
Yeah, that's fair. You know
okay, yeah, you're right.
Like I know we give a lot of the Mavs kind of disappointed for what we wanted them to do that series, but Luka was the only one that was able to get off, and he barely was able to get off. Kyrie was held in 24-hour solitary confinement by their boys.
Okay, you're right. I totally forgot all about them.
I got Boston team. Who else?
Because I'm in agreement with Boston. I think the Boston team probably beats this OKC team. But what about the 2019 Raptors?
I was gonna say them.
That's close.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
I go Raptors, man. I go Raptors.
I think they're a little deeper in the sense of I think this version of J-Dub is better than that version of Siakam. I think the Siakam now is better than that Siakam. So if we could flip it, then I would say them. I do think that Kawhi is better than this Shea.
Yes.
That's me, though.
I agree. I think
that Kawhi is better than this Shea.
Hey, that Kawhi is something. That Kawhi that year was something we have not seen before. Plus, I think they kind of remind me of this year's team of OKC. Like as far as continuity, like that's their type of team. You feel me? Like you got Kawhi, you got your killer, which is Kawhi and Shea. You got your secondary option, which was Pascal and J-Dub. And you got your supporting pieces. You got Marc Gasol anchoring the paint. You got Kyle Lowry doing what he got to do.
Fred was a killer.
I forgot about Fred VanVleet.
You had Drake on that team too. That nigga was that game 6. He was frying Steph. He was frying Steph that game 6. I know they were so happy that series.
Yeah, I don't think the team is top 5. I think if you put this Thunder team 2 years from now, they probably into that top 5. You gotta think this is all their first real playoff experience going deep. All those other teams got real deep playoff experience.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's definitely fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, but this Thunder is a great team, and I think the fact that
Great
Chet
team.
and J-Dub is showing their rookie deals is crazy to me. Like a lot of the team is still.
This
And-
isn't normal. This is not normal. Like,
And yeah, we should like clarify before like everyone starts hate bombing us in the comments. Like we love this OKC team. They want a
No,
championship.
speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. But yeah,
Okay, well,
I like them. I like
them,
them,
bro.
Gage. I like
I'm
them.
cool with them. You feel me?
See, so like I want to give them their props, and I know we probably shouldn't like look at it and compare them to other past teams, but it's just a fun little exercise. We want to give them their props. But hey, I got another one. What about the 2021 Bucks?
this team is.
OKC.
I think
To be fair, I don't know. That Bucks team was like mad inconsistent. Like, especially Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton. I think at that best, it's a close. I think Thunder probably get him a 6. Giannis is clearly the best player though. Clearly.
I was about to say Giannis is gonna get off. Oh my god, he would have got off.
Giannis would have got. And but I also think about Denver too. Like, is this team better than that Denver team? If Jamal Murray was hooping like Jamal Murray was that year,
I take Denver because I mean Denver took him to 7
Right
This
now,
year.
This year,
Denver took him to 7 with
Denver.
with Michael Porter Jr. being hurt, with Aaron Gordon being hurt Game 7.
Yeah.
And my thing is, a lot of these teams will be like toss-ups with them. You feel me? Like, even though they won 68 games, all these teams are a toss-up because regular season does not matter when it comes to a 7-game playoff series. But you also got to think they just want to chip with 3 of their top 8 players on rookie deals. Cason Wallace, Chet, and J-Dub are all still on rookie deals. They're not supposed to be winning finals at this point. So they're not supposed to be here. They were not supposed to win the championship this year. They did what they're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of room for improvement too, man. I say they
Sure.
go out and get like a Malik Monk. If they get a good shooting guard, with a little bit of playmaking chops. Oh my goodness.
They can flip a guy like Cason Wallace for a different color. They
Oh
can flip
my
him.
goodness, man.
Y'all forget they have a lottery pick that hasn't touched the court yet.
Topic, whatever his name is.
Topic has not touched the court yet. They have a lottery pick that has not touched the court yet, and they just want to chip. This OKC team, barring injuries, they're gonna be at the top of the totem pole for a few years until these deals start to catch up. When you got to pay Chet, you got to pay J-Dub, you got to pay. You feel me? They're gonna be at the top. They're gonna be at the top of the totem pole for a few years.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be our recap for the NBA Finals. If you guys like what you guys see from me, Gage, and want to see Dev and Jaysen on more videos, please make sure to follow them on all their links in the description down below. Dev is always in them spaces, especially now that the Rockets got KD. He's going to be in them every night.
I don't know. I'm going to be in the Suns.
I'm dead. But thank you guys for watching.